All right, well, that didn't take long at all. Short break there between games. If you weren't here for our first game, we just got done watching the Mabry Cubs defeat the Chesney Eagles by a 46-14 margin. And we are heading right in to this JV showdown between the Chapman Panthers and Broome Centurions. Should be a lot of fun coming out for this one. Ready? Let me pull up the roster real quick. Alright, so this ought to be an interesting night. Max Preps has no JV roster listed for Chapman. So we'll make do with what we've got, I suppose. We'll pay attention to what the PA guy says and go from there. Alrighty, so after what might be the shortest pregame warm-up I've ever seen, well, actually both teams were warming up off to the side while Mabry was playing because the field was occupied. They're set and ready to roll for game number 2 of this doubleheader from Panther Stadium in Edmond, South Carolina. Chapman ready to send this one deep. Pregame is over. First quarter is beginning. And they're going to squib this kick. It's going to land at the 27 and bounce back to the 17. It'll be fielded there. And 7 is still going. Got some daylight, and he makes it all the way out to the 31-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Centurions. They got out there pretty fast. Should be interesting to see what sort of offense they run here if they made it onto the field that quickly. They're going to hand this one off to their running back. It's number 30, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. No problem stopping that one for the Panthers. It'll be a gain of 2. And they're going to call this one second down and 8. And they're going to swing this one out to 15, who has got a lot of room. Out past the stick, still going. He's going to be taken down at the 50-yard line. And Broome moving quickly again. This could be something to keep an eye on. I wasn't even sure if 15 came out of the backfield on that play or not. And now Broome kind of slowing things down. I think they're trying to get the chain set, so Broome is actually waiting on the rest of the field. And oh man, he got decked right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing happening there. It was 1st down and 10. I can't even keep up with the downs. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 10 after a no-gain run. 15 is going to motion across the formation. I guess he's sort of their do-it-all guy. And they're going to throw a really high tunnel screen out to their outside receiver, and he's able to pick up about, we'll call it 8 yards. Should set up 3rd down and short. We'll see where they spot it. And the clock is stopped. I guess they're going to say he got out of bounds, and it's going to be 3rd and inches. Oh, and now they're calling it a 1st down. So the Broome offense moving along very, very efficiently so far, to the tune of a lot of quick passes. Should be fun to watch. And they're going to hand this one off up the middle. Still nothing happening on the ground. Chapman seems to have made a commitment to not let them get anything done between the tackles. Another no-gainer, 2nd and 10. And we got another screen pass out to the running back. This one was executed beautifully. Chapman had about their entire defense in the backfield when the quarterback let that ball go, and that's exactly what you want to have happen on screen passes like that, because it means no one's there to tackle the running back when he gets in the open field. So really good execution, and it puts Broome right on the doorstep of the red zone. Ball is on the 22-yard line. 7:42 left in the 1st quarter. And Broome finally getting a little something going on the ground. He won't make it too far. Pick up about 4 or so. All right, and here we go. They're going to run this to the outside now, and Chapman, they were ready for it. Tackle was missed at the point of attack, but the linebacking core was able to make up for it. That was 2nd down and 7, and they're going to call it 3rd and 6. Gain of 1 on that play. Broome is officially inside the red zone now. 16 yards to the goal line. They can pick up a 1st down if they get out to the 11. 3rd down. Oh, and it's a low snap, and we got whistles beforehand. It'll be interesting to see what comes of this. And that penalty is going against Chapman. It's going to be an automatic 1st down for Broome. Ball is on the 10, so 1st and goal for the Centurions. And we got more whistles. We might be marching this one backward. And Broome already kind of leaning in that direction. And yeah, so 1st and goal from the 15 now. Okay, so we'll see if they can get anything. Oh, and a false start against Broome. 1st and goal from the 20 now. Unless they say that Chapman moved first. No, Chapman's kind of moving backward. And And, yep, so now we're back to just a normal 1st and goal from the 10. So, back to square one. Chapman making a couple of substitutions. And so here we go. Broome looking for the end zone and throwing a fade up. I think it was out of bounds anyway. Receiver was not able to come down with that one. It was kind of more toward the side of the end zone rather than the corner, which is where you normally want fades to be. It'll be 2nd down and goal. And this one is going nowhere. It's going to be a loss of 5. And now we've got goal to go from the 15. 3rd and goal, 15 yards to go. Broome moving backwards. All right, and they are going to fake the screen out. Got a man open, and he did not hang on. That had touchdown written all over it, and the pass was a little too short. Receiver's going to have to make a diving catch, and he could not hang on. Ooh, that one's got to sting for the Centurions. It's going to be 4th down and goal, and they're going to keep their offense out there. I mean, that last play was executed really well. I can't really fake another screen here. But I do think this is the right call this early in the game. And he's really staring down his receiver. And it pays its dividends. Touchdown, Centurions. From 15 yards out, he was looking at 9 the whole way. Never took his eyes off of him. And 9 was still able to get behind the defense into the end zone and put up 6 points. Nice play there. And this kick is really slow, and it does not make it through the uprights. Wide to the right, so it remains 6-0. All right, so here we go. This kick is off. They're going to squib this one, and it's fielded at the 36. He is still going out to the 46-yard line. 10-yard or so return there. And Chapman is going to have their first offensive possession of the game.
Hold on, young return gets up to the 46-yard line over their Panthers. Touchdown.
Okay, yeah, already seeing that Broome is playing 15 yards off the line of scrimmage in the slot. That's where I'd be going for Chapman. And they're going to run the... Oh, no, quarterback still got it. Oh, man, not the right decision there on that read option. I think they're going to lose 5.
Coleman Gray is going for a loss back to the 41 and the second 15.
So the Panthers behind the sticks from the get-go. Broome still playing really loose on that slot, and that's where they're looking. And this is number 6. That is a tall dude. Riley Staten is the name. It's Riley Staten, and if he didn't pick up the first down, he sure got close to it. It's going to be 3rd and 1. So now the Panthers are in the clear probably to run it straight up the middle. Only a 5-man box for Broome anyway. And they're going to send this straight up the middle. They got it, and then a little bit more room out to the 40, to the 38, and he'll be taken out there. All right, and another run up the middle. This one does not have near as much gas on it. Nothing happening there. It'll be 2nd and 10. All right, and Chapman looking to set up a screen. Really good execution initially, and then blocking kind of broke down there at the end. 14 was going to have to make 2 or 3 men miss. Had a wall of Centurions in front of him. He picked up 6, and that was about all he could do. It'll be 3rd down and 4. All right, and that flag is going to go against the Panthers. 3rd and 4 becomes 3rd and 9. Definitely a bit more dicey now. Oh, and a false start against the Panthers again. Make it 3rd and 14. That was the right tackle, moved on the clap. I guess the Panthers were going on 2, and he went on 1.
False start against Panthers, going to put it back to 44-yard line. Bring it 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 14. Panthers running a switch concept, and it's got a man open. Oh, man. Riley Staten and another receiver. I think that's Hudson Moss. Maybe I'll have to wait till he turns around. But, yeah, the Panthers ran a switch concept, and I guess against man coverage because both of those guys got open, and that was a really weird throw. It looked like the quarterback almost tried to split the difference between them because they were both open, and he threw it right in the middle of them. So 2 open receivers, 0 receptions on that play, and they're just going to pooch kick this one out. And it's going to take a small Chapman bounce all the way down to the 12-yard line or so. So a nice punt there. And the Broome Centurions are going to take over at the 11. Yeah, 1st down and 10. So drive kind of stalled out to the tune of some false start penalties, but not the worst outcome in the world when you get a nice punt like that. We'll see if the Centurions keep their screen game rolling here, or if they try and push the ball downfield a bit more. Oh, and they're going to run an option here, and Chapman sort of ready for it, able to stop it after a 4-yard gain. They met the running back right around the line of scrimmage, but credit to him to break some tackles and drag him out to around the 16-yard line. Able to set up 2nd down and 6. So, yeah, that was honestly the last thing I expected to see out of Broome. As well as they passed it on that first drive, I did not expect them to come out and start running option pitches. Should be fun to see what else they call. Trips to the left side of the quarterback. He's looking that way. Oh, and it's a screen pass to the running back, and he heard the footsteps and dropped it. Oh, man. He was met in the backfield hard on that one. Probably best that he did drop it, because if he caught that, it'd probably be a loss of about 5. 3rd down and 6. All right, and quarterback under a lot of heat, and he's going to be taken down behind the line at the 10. So Broome netting about -1 yard on that drive. And they're going to set him down at the 11, so 0 yards net on that drive. It'll be 4th and 10, and Broome is going to be forced to punt. So the Chapman defense standing tall after an opening drive where they were really just gashed all the way down the field to the tune of screen passes and a few runs here and there. Yeah, it's a low snap by the punter, almost blocked, and this one's going to roll a little bit. Oh, and that one was muffed momentarily, but then recovered at the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers, and we come back from this timeout. All right, and Chapman set to take the field here. They're going to run this one up the middle. Oh, man. Oh, he's still going. Wow. This guy was ducking under tackles left and right. And you can hear the cowbells hollering in appreciation of that one. 2nd down and 6 after a hard-earned 4 yards. And the quarterback's got this one, and he trips in the backfield. I guess he's not much of a runner. It'll be 3rd down and I think 8 coming up. Yep. So now Chapman kind of has to throw it. We'll see just how good the arm is on this number 4. And he's going to throw a hitch out to his receiver. I'll get a number here in a second. Riley Staten again. And he did not get to the sticks. He's going to bring up 4th down and 1 coming up. Oh, and we got flags. The Panthers are saying that the Centurions jumped this time. I thought I saw one of the Panthers linemen move first. And yep, there it is. False start on the left guard. So 4th and 1 becomes 4th and 6. Getting a little fancy with these snap counts here, and it's costing them early. Chapman's still looking to the sideline, trying to get the play, and I think they've got it now. So 4th and 6, here we go, looking to throw, got a man open deep, and that was going to be picked off by the safety. Great job of lurking there by number 9. I think they were just playing straight cover 2 on that one. Chapman tried to throw the whole shot, and when you're throwing balls in between the cornerback and the safety against cover 2, you cannot put that much air under them. You've got to throw it on a wire, and I'm sure that's what they're telling them right there at the very bottom corner of the screen. Got to throw that one harder. Can't put that much air under it. It's an interception waiting to happen when you do, and Broome was able to take advantage, so they'll get another crack at it after a really solid second drive that led into a 3-and-out on their, a really solid first drive that led into a 3-and-out on their second drive. And they're going to run this one up the middle, and oh, he's still pushing the pile. He got close to the sticks. He might have been able to pick up the 1st down there. And that is going to bring an end to the first quarter. So that one flew by. It felt like 10 minutes in real time. So 30 more minutes to go. We got 10-minute quarters here in JV. We will be back in a moment. right, and so we are ready to start the second quarter after a first quarter that I still can't get over how fast that went by. And Broome is going to start this one off with a bubble screen to a guy who broke a bubble screen for a big gain earlier, and he breaks it again out to around the 37-yard line. So another nice gain here on first down. It'll remain first down. All right, and Broome back to pass, going deep. He's got him in, and just out of reach. Oh, man. If he had thrown that just a second or two earlier, I think he might have had him. It is not often that you see deep passes like that get that close to connecting. I mean, just out of reach. 9:38 left to go in quarter number 2. All right, and we got a run up the middle. Might have gotten about, oh, no, he's pushed backward. I guess we'll have to see where forward progress sends him. They're going to mark him at the 40-yard line, so a gain of 5. It'll set up third down and 5. Chapman's defense has stiffened here on the past couple of drives, but they're giving way too much leeway to the slot man. And no, they're just going to run this one. Oh, I guess they didn't see. Yeah, they had trips to the bottom of the screen, and Chapman only had 2 DBs covering him. I mean, usually that's a telltale sign to go for a screen or a hitch or something and just get a free first down. And I guess Broome didn't see it. Going to be fourth down, and they're going to call it 6. They lost a yard, so now the Centurions are going to be forced to punt. And this snap kind of hangs in the air a little bit too. Oh, that one really takes a weird angle off the punter's foot, and it's fielded by Hudson Moss, who's going to get this one. Oh, out past the 50, he's still going. And then he's going to be taken down all the way at the 39-yard line. So awesome field position for the Chapman Panthers to start out this drive. All right, so 1st and 10 coming up for the Panthers. Ball on the 39-yard line, and they're going to hand this one off to their running back, who is swamped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing going there. It'll be a gain of 2 or so, depending on where they spot it. And they're going to say no gain, 2nd and 10. All right, and they're going to try and set up a tunnel screen to the bottom of the screen. Oh, and he's got some daylight. Oh, someone tripped him. I'm not sure who it was. I don't know if he fell over his own feet or if the Centurions got in a shoestring tackle or what, but oh, man, there were a couple of inches between him and a trip to the end zone there. Still, it's enough to pick up a first down for the Panthers. They're moving very quickly here. Just going to hand this one off up the middle. Got some running room, and he'll gain about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And another run up the middle. This one not going quite as far. It'll be a gain. Oh, and they're going to call out a first down, just barely. Gain of 5, he needed 4. So 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. They can pick up first down without scoring if they need to. Just need to get to the 2. And yet another run up the middle. Yeah, Broome is selling out harder and harder to stop these things. I would Definitely guesses this next play is going to be a play action pass. Probably an RPO or a slant or something. Broome loading up that box as much as their scheme will allow them. We'll call it a 6.5 men. And, oh yeah, there's the play action fake, and this one is incomplete. Riley Staten, the intended receiver. I think he might have heard the footsteps on that one. He was going right into traffic. A lot of credit there to Broome to stay in their zone, stay disciplined with that play, and not bite on the fake. It'll be 3rd down and 3rd and 9, I think. So you had the 3 straight runs to set up the play action pass. That didn't work. Now what do? They're going to motion a receiver across the formation. Look his way. They got him on a wheel. It's Hudson Moss. Touchdown, Panthers! Man, that was a well-designed play. I think they might have gotten a natural pick there with the outside receiver. Had Moss coming around on that wheel route. Beautifully designed play and a beautifully placed ball by the quarterback right in the corner of the end zone where Moss and only Moss can hang on to it. And we have got a tied ball game. Panthers going to try to kick the PAT and take their first lead of the contest with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, and we got flags. That kick would have been good. Let's see what happens here. And it's going to be a false start against Chapman. And the PAT saga will continue from 5 yards further away. It'll be a 24-yard kick. All right, and this kick is up, and he's got it. So the Panthers take their first lead of the game, 7-6 over the Broome Centurions. We'll be back in a moment. All right, and we're back just in time for kickoff. I'd like to take a moment to thank the man himself, David Whitaker. Hopped next door, got a copy of the Chapman roster, and I can tell you that this is that is not Falco. That is number 35, I believe. Jesse Raines maybe kicking that one off. Or no, there's 10. Yeah, so Falco Solbaum with one of the greatest names ever right there. Falco Solbaum. That is awesome. Kicking that one out downfield. It's returned to about the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Broome. And their first snap of the game trailing. And they're going to fake the screen pass to him, man. He's wide open. Chapman bit on that one hard. That was Cole Daughtery biting on the play fake and allowed his man to get open. And a big pass play there for the Broome Centurions. They're going to get that one out right to the 50-yard line. 1st down and 10. I keep on wanting to call them the Bruins. The Broome Centurions. So here we go again. Again, look. 2 receivers. Yep, there they go. Oh, and the pass was well off the mark. Yeah, Chapman was in that defensive alignment again where they only have 2 receivers covering a 3-receiver set to the bottom of the field. And that time Broome did pick up on it, and I think they got a little excited. 15 swung out. He was going for the screen and then just could not connect. It'll be 2nd and 10. And now they're going to throw a screen out to the top of the screen. Oh, and he runs into his own man. And whoever that receiver is dragging some dudes all the way out past the stick. It's going to be a gain of 11 on 2nd and 10. It'll be a first down for the Centurions.
Well, thank you to the 40-yard line of the Centurions, first down.
Ball is on the 39-yard line. Broome finally getting some momentum going. Kind of matching what they did on that first drive to the tune of, who would have guessed it, a bunch of screen passes. And they're going to run this one straight up the middle. They've got some running room. And it's going to be a gain of about 4. Let's see where they mark him. Should be, they're going to call it 2nd and 5. All right, and yet another screen, this time out to number 7, and he's going to break it to the inside of the field, and he's still going. Not sure if he got to the sticks, but he did get close. And they're signaling for 3rd and inches coming up. And nope, they're going to call that a first down, actually. There were a couple of plays like that in the Mabry game, too. Oh, and we've got a timeout with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left. It is taken by Broome, and I'll take that time to try and get this picture looking a bit clear. Colors have been weird ever since the sun went down. All right, that's the best I got for now. All right, so 1st and 10. Broome looking deep again on that fake screen, and they bid on it again. It's going to pick up yet another first down. So good play design and better execution. For the 2nd time on this drive alone, Chapman has bit on that fake screen. And, oh, who would have guessed? Another screen out to the near side of the field, and this one is going to get them right down to around the 5 or so. Oh, no, all the way down to the 1, it looks like. So, 2nd and goal coming up for the Centurions. Ball is on the 2-yard line. Broome with a chance to take the lead here. And, oh man, ball is loose! And I'm not sure who got that one. Chapman football! Oh, they tried to get a little too fancy. They were running an option pitch there, and the quarterback was thinking about where he was going to go with it before he caught the snap. Didn't focus on getting it in his hands, falls on the ground, and Chapman with a really heads-up play, is able to fall on it right at the 2-yard line. So a really, really well-executed drive ends in disaster for Broome. Chapman's going to take over at the 2. All right, and they're going to hand this one off. And couldn't get a number there. How is he still going? That is something else. I think he got that ball at the goal line and took some defenders with him all the way out to the 5. It's only a gain of 3, but an impressive 3 at that. 2nd down and 7. And that one was swung out. The quarterback is Parker Jolly, or no, Coleman Gray, excuse me. Coleman Gray is the quarterback for the Panthers, and he swung that one out to Hudson Moss, but they're going to say Moss's knee was down at the 2. So it's going to be a loss of 3 on the swing pass. 3rd down and 10 coming up. And they're going to hand this one off, and runner's going to pick up a yard or 2, if that. That is Taylor Dunning carrying the football there, and yeah, gain of 3, so right back to square one, except they're out of chances. It's 4th down and 7. Chapman's going to be forced to punt. And here comes a little pooch kick from Gray, I would assume. Yeah, they've got the numbers over to the top of the screen. I think Gray was looking that way, but Broome steals it up, and yeah, now they're going to go punt. And he sends this one as far as he can. It's going to hit the 30 and then bounce out to the 35. So Broome is going to get some really good field position to start this drive out. And we will be back shortly. All right, and they're going to hand this one off to 30 again. He's had a busy night, breaking this one to the outside. Oh, and he spins and the ball's loose again! And I think Broome fell on that one. Broome catching a huge break. They're actually going to gain 20 yards on that one. Ball goes all the way down to the 20, to the 17, I think. Gain of, or the 18. Yeah, gain of about, definitely close to 20, yeah. Whatever works, I suppose. And now Broome looking for the end zone. Just going to sling this one up. And it is dropped. 2nd down and 10. Right through the hands of the receiver. That's the 2nd big drop for Broome so far. Just a minute 19 left to go in the 2nd quarter. This game has flown by. Broome's going to send this one straight up the middle, and Chapman is ready for it. Ball carrier is met at the, I'm going to say at the 15, so just a 1-yard gain. We'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Down to minute 3 now. Heard some whistles, and they're just substituting players. No timeouts quite yet. Down below a minute now. Broome probably trying to make sure this is the last possession of the first half. Chapman is going to get the ball to start the 2nd. And now they're going to roll out to the right. Got a man, and it's short. Ball was too low. 7 wasn't going to make it in the end zone anyway. It'll be 4th down and 9. Clock is stopped with 43 seconds left. All right, and they're faking the screen again, and not totally sure what happened there. The ball came out, and at the end of the day, it's an incompletion. Panthers are going to take over on downs at the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, and with 39.4 seconds left to go, the Panthers do have 3 timeouts. They'll probably run kind of a quick play here just to see what happens. I would, probably like out to the receiver, maybe 10 yards, and then cut towards the stick, something like that. Maybe a run up the middle, call a timeout if he gets far enough. Would not expect them to go deep just yet, but they're definitely going to try and feel things out a little bit. So yeah, if they're able to pick up some nice yards on this play, they'll probably call a timeout. Is 5 yards defined as nice in the minds of the coaches? No, it is not. Clock continues to roll below 15 seconds now, and that's going to do it for the first half. Alrighty, so Chapman up 7-6 in a defensive showdown of a first half. And again, I gotta say, this thing just flew by. Let me check the time. We have not been streaming long. Yeah, 45 minutes for an entire half of football. That is impressive. And I guess we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. It was a really fun first half. And again, in a game this close, should come down right to the wire, just the way we like them here. Chapman up 7-6 heading into halftime. We'll see you in a moment. All right, and they got started on me early there. We are back and ready for I hope the stream didn't go down. I accidentally X'd out of YouTube. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we're still up. Okay, kick was returned out to the 31-yard line. Chapman's just going to send it straight up the middle, and they're going to gain about 4 yards on that one to set up 2nd down and 6. I really hope I didn't screw anything up. Runner's going to get tackled down around the and it's going to set up 3rd down and 8, and we got flags. Probably going to be 3rd and 13.
Start on the Panthers, making a 5. All the way on the 29.
All right, and Chapman's looking deep, got him in, and it's overthrown. And that'll bring up 4th down and 13. So I guess everyone trying to get back in sync there. I know I got out of it for a little bit. We are hopefully back and ready to roll. Fourth and 13. Kick is off. He got a good one. It's going to be fielded at the 43. And he's breaking tackles. And he's out past the 40 now. He's got some daylight with the punter to beat, and he's taken down at the 31-yard line. So great starting field position for the Centurions here. And they're actually going to mark him at the 30. So really, really good field position for the Centurions. 8:12 left to go in quarter number 3. And they're going to break this one to the outside on that run. Gain about 5. 2nd down and either 4 or 5 coming up. Alrighty, and Chapman blew this one up behind the line. I think they're going to lose 1. And yeah, it'll set up 3rd down and 6 for the Centurions. Moving backwards a little bit, courtesy of a very, very hungry Panthers defensive line. Oh, and a low snap brought in. They're going for that fake screen again, but Chapman was ready for it. And I don't think Broome had a plan for that route being covered. Quarterback is sacked back at the original line of scrimmage. Or actually, they're only going to call it a loss of 1. 4th and 7. It's definitely more manageable than 4th and 10, but not where you want to be regardless. Can Broome finally find a little bit of offense? They have had no trouble getting the ball down the field so far, but it's been when they've gotten inside the 30 that things have started going awry. 4th and 7 here, and Play action fake. Quarterback's under duress, and he can't escape this time. Going down to the 30-yard line. Nothing happening on that play. You can hear the cowbells out in this limited capacity crowd. Panther fans loving that one. It'll be yet another turnover on downs for Broome. Chapman's going to take over at the 30-yard line. Two receivers on either side, and quarterback's going to keep this one. This is Gray, and he's going to lose a yard, I think. Second down and long coming up. 11 yards to the first down. Chapman needs to get to the 40. Sticking with that two receiver set. And they're going to look to throw, setting up a screen to number 5, and he's going to make it. Nope, he cut it inside. I think he might have been able to get to the sticks if he'd stuck with it. Tried to make a little more happen. And that is Parker Jolly with a gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up third down and 2. And it's going to be a quarterback draw for Gray. Oh, and he's still going. He's going to get this one all the way out to the 50-yard line. Perfect play call there. Gets a gain of 12 for the Panthers and picks up a really important first down. Finally, we've got an offense rolling. And now the Panthers are going to run this one to the outside. That is, we got a new player. That is Keanu Na picking up 5 yards on that run. They're going to motion Hudson Moss across the formation. They have trips to Gray's right, and he's looking for Moss. Got some open running room. Cups it upfield. Oh, and he's taken down. Wait, no, he's still going. Man, a lot happening on that play, and it's enough to pick up a first down. Yeah, it looked like they didn't have him, and then they had him, and then they didn't have him, and then they finally got him down by the collar of his jersey, it looked like. First and 10 for the Panthers. Ball is on the 40-yard line. And this is going to be another outside run. Gray trying to throw a block in the backfield. Looks like it worked out. Gain of about 8 yards on that one. Oh, and they're going to call it a first down for the Panthers, actually. And Broome was called a timeout, I think. You have some kind of stoppage. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter. All right, and another designed run for Gray. He's got some running room. He's breaking it to the outside. Got one man to beat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That was an impressive run from Coleman Gray. And the Panthers finally get back on the board. They've extended the lead to 7. Score is 13-6. And the kick is up and good. Lead is stretched to 8 after the second successful PAT for the Panthers. 14-6 with 3:52 left to go in the third quarter. All right, and this kick is barely fielded at the 25. He bobbled it for a little bit. Now he's still going. He's going to get this one out to the 39 or the 40. Yep, to the 39. First down and 10 for Broome coming up. And, oh, is that a backwards pass? No, it is incomplete. Tried to swing it out to the running back and just about turned it over. They rolled that it was going forward, so it's just incomplete. It's going to be second down and 10 from the 39. 3:17 left in the third. Oh, and he tried to swing it out to his man again and just led him too far downfield. It's going to bring up third down and 10. That's twice now that Broome's quarterback has had difficulty connecting with his receivers on the run. Oh, and it's a low snap, and Broome's quarterback got hammered. They're going to say it was moving forward at the throw, so everything's good on Broome's end. Just going to fall as an incomplete pass, but major fourth down coming up. I mean, 3:08 in the third. You got to punt this, but really big defensive stop there for the Panthers. And if they're able to score on this next drive, Broome could really be in trouble. Centurions are going to need a big defensive stop here. Whoa, and it's a low kick. And Hudson Moss is just going to let it bounce down to the 36. That one didn't even land anywhere close to him. Might have been partially blocked. Chapman looking really good in this third quarter. Ball is on the 35. They will take over from there. And they're going to hand this one off. Running to the outside is number 22. Oh, and he trucks a man. That's Taylor Dunning again. He gets it out to right to the 50, but we've got a flag down. 2:43 left to go in the third. It's been a long third quarter. Maybe longer than all the first half. Chapman already headed back out onto the field. Guess they didn't need much of a break there. I think it's a timeout for an injured player. Oh yeah, got a Broome guy cramping up. Should be okay once he gets back on his feet. And he is up and ready to go. Should be, yep, jogging off the field. He should be back and ready to roll in a few plays' time. Until then, first down and 10 for the Panthers at the, they moved it up to the 37. Let's see what the Panthers do here. Or actually, that's some kind of spot foul. It's 1st and 13. And a low snap brought in by Gray. It's a screen out to number 5. That's Parker Jolly, and he's able to pick up a couple of yards. It's going to set up 2nd down and 7. And yeah, that's Gray faking the handoff. He's going to swing it out to Moss now, and Moss might have gotten a yard. Broome was ready for that one. It's going to bring up. Oh, and they're going to say he picked up a couple yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up, and now we got more whistles. Another Broome player down, but looks like he's back up. Yep, there's the ready for play. Both teams just about ready to roll for this one. Riley Staten figuring out which side of the field he needs to be on. Here we go. Staten catches the ball, and nice, really nice move there after catching the hitch. Goes back inside and then breaks it upfield for the 1st down. Ball is going to be spotted at the 47-yard line. Oh, and the Panthers already snapping this one. I guess they like what they saw defensively. They're going to go deep for Hudson Moss, and that one is intercepted. Still waiting on a signal from the refs. I mean, it looked like a pick to me, and yes, intercepted by Broome. Gray led Moss just a little too far to the outside. DB was able to cut under that pass and pick it off there at the end. So ball's going to be spotted at the 20, and the defensive showdown continues with 1:26 left in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to hand this one off to 30, and nothing happening there. I think he lost a yard. 2nd and 11 coming up. Yeah, it's going to be a screen. Oh, man, what a hit. Oh, trying to get the receiver into space on that bubble screen, and Chapman was ready for it. Not sure who that was on the tackle, but he was able to just lower his shoulder and deliver a big shot to that receiver. It's going to be a loss of 2 and bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Centurions. Both sides just scrambling for answers on offense. You can hear the cowbells here, and they're setting up a screen to the running back. They've got some blocks downfield, but not enough. And he's taken down around the 21-yard line. He's going to be well short of the sticks. It'll be 4th and 10. And that is how the 3rd quarter will conclude. Heading down here to a really, really close finish, it looks like. Panthers up by 8, and Broome set to punt when we get back. All right, and sides of the field are swapped. Broome back to punt, and he's able to get it off a lot more cleanly this time. Parker Jolly looking to return this one, and had a Broome gunner right in his face, and they're going to let it bounce down to the 42-yard line. Chapman is going to take over from there. 1st and 10. And I actually moved that one back to the 41. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen for Chapman, and they're going to run to the top. This is Gray, and he had some nice blocking, able to get that one out to past the 45 down to the 46. 2nd down and 4 coming up. And another run for Gray. He's able to pick up the 1st down, and he gets across midfield but won't go much further. I think he made it out to the 48-yard line of Broome. And yeah, that's where they're going to spot him. Gain of 6 on 2nd down. It'll bring up 1st and 10. And they're going to hand this one off to, that is Taylor Dunning again, and he is wrapped up well into the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 5. 2nd down and 15 coming up. Panthers moving backward now. Great defensive play there by the Broome Centurions. Again, keep on wanting to call them the Bruins. Okay, now I'd be paying attention to this defensive alignment. They've been doing this all drive. I think if you want Riley Staten deep, you've got him. He looks like he's matched up on a linebacker, and they were going for Hudson Moss on that one, and Gray led him too far to the inside. Moss kind of had to play DB there and make sure the pass wasn't intercepted by that safety. So Broome more than likely going to try to move away from that defensive alignment now that Chapman's attacked it. It'll be 3rd down and 15, and I don't know, on the 45-yard line, you got a lot of choices here. You can either, you can go deep and see what you can get, or you can, kind of try to throw a screen here, set up 4th and manageable. A lot of different choices to make. They're going to motion Moss across the formation. Maybe they'll hit him on that wheel. He's going for the wheel, and Broome was ready for it that time, and Gray's pass is off the mark. Parker Jolly, the intended receiver, would have gotten close to the sticks, but he wasn't able to reel that one in. Led him too far to the inside, did Gray, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 15. Chapman will be forced to punt. 8 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the final quarter. Ooh, and this kick is high, heading toward the far hash. Now it's going to take a nice Chapman bounce down to the 28. Was downed by Lance Simpson at the Chapman 28-yard line. Broome is going to take over from there. Try to run this to the outside, and the running back breaks it to the inside. He got 2 yards on that one, 2nd and 8. And they're going to hand this one off to 15 on the jet sweep. He's got a lead blocker in the running back, and it does not help out at all. They're going to lose 3 yards on that one. It's going to set up third down, and I think they're going to call it 3rd and 12. So just a loss of 4, but a loss nonetheless, and it sets up yet another 3rd down and long situation for the Centurions. All right, and Broome is rolling to the bottom of the screen, and that one is way high and batted down by the Chapman secondary. Broome is going to be forced to punt yet again. They have not had much success on 3rd down. Neither team has, but Broome especially has struggled. And we've got a flag. I think this one's against Broome. And it looks like Chapman, no signal yet. If it was a hold against Broome, I would imagine they would decline and go ahead and set up 4th down. Could have been offsetting penalties, maybe? Oh, nope, and there it is. So Chapman's going to turn down the holding penalty. It'll remain 4th and 12, and Chapman is going to get the ball back with, after the punt, I'd say 6:35 left. And sure Broome is hoping for this kick to take a bounce, and it does. Hudson Moss picks it up at the 50, and he's still going down the sideline. I thought he stepped out at the 45, but he's able to take it all the way down to the 35. This could be the offensive break Chapman needed. We've got a very, very short field to work with. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line after that return by Hudson Moss. So here we go. We're running this one up the middle, and they're trying to break it to the outside. He might have gotten a yard. That is Keanu Na picking up, and no gain on that one. No pickup there. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Yeah. Need to get a chair with tennis balls on the bottom. All right, and yet another design quarterback run for Gray. Oh, and he had a running lane to the outside, and Broome closed it up very, very quickly. We'll see where they spot him. It's going to be a gain of 3, set up 3rd down and 7. So yet another pivotal 3rd and long. We are under 6 minutes in the 4th quarter now. Chapman is hanging on to an 8-point lead, but considering how stagnant Broome's offense has been since their opening drive, a score right here might put it away. And we're looking for Staten over the middle, and it bounces off his hands and falls to the ground. So it'll bring up 4th down and 7. And I imagine from here the Panthers would go for it, just because, especially with a quarterback punting, you're never quite sure of where it's going to end up. So a coffin corner punt might not work out, and if it goes into the end zone, you're going to net maybe 12 yards by punting. So yeah, they're just going to go for this. Trying to draw Broome offside. Don't think they're going to fall for it this time. And we got a timeout. Taken by Chapman, and we'll take a break with them. Back in 30 seconds. All right, and back and ready for 4th down and 7. Chapman has returned to that trips look. Broome still kind of struggling to defend it here. We'll see. And they were trying to set up a screen for, I think that was just a diversion. Yeah, they had Staten go out on a bubble screen, and that drew the DB's eyes downfield, and they were able to hit Hudson Moss on a post over the middle. Really, really nice play design there. And one of the first completed passes in a while is able to get a 1st down for Chapman. Now they're moving quickly. Ball was at the 20, and they're going to run that one down to the 15. And moving even faster now, Coleman keeps this one. Coleman Gray keeps this one, and he's down to the 10. If he didn't pick up the 1st down, he sure got close. No signal quite yet. He is spotted on the 10-yard line, and they're going to move him forward. So that's going to be 1st down and goal for the Panthers. The design quarterback runs for Coleman Gray have worked out really well in the tail end of this quarter, and we got a stoppage of play. This one is taken by Broome, I believe. All right, so 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And Chapman's going to start this series off with a run. And he's still going. That's Keanu Knott into the end zone for a Panther touchdown. With 4:45 left to go, that could be the icing on the cake for the Panthers. Up by 14, looking to make it 15 pending the extra point. I never changed it from the 3rd quarter to the 4th quarter. Yeah, we were in the 4th quarter. 4:45 left in the entire game. And the kick is up and good. Hung in the air for a little while, but it goes through the uprights. The Panthers are able to extend the lead to 15, up 21-6 over Broome. And needless to say, they do have 2 timeouts and about 5 minutes left to work with in this game, but Broome has got to get something going offensively. I mean, I really don't know what all they can do. They seem to have exhausted a lot of their different play strategies, a lot of play scripts early in the game especially. We saw them run 3 and 4 screen passes at a time and then have their quarterback run a shoulder fake to the far side and try and get someone open downfield after acting like they were going to throw a screen pass, but that was their best play, and Chapman has since picked up on it. Running the ball hasn't been especially consistent. Bootlegs have not been consistent at all. They've struggled delivering on those. A lot of different possibilities. And I guess we'll have to see what works for them and what doesn't. Only thing they haven't really tried so far is really pushing the ball downfield. But against this Panther secondary, I'm sure that's a lot easier said than done. Falco Solbaum sending this one deep. It's going to be fielded at the 23. And Broome has some running room, and not any longer. That's number 18, Dylan Lunsford, taking the return man down at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Broome from there. And Lunsford coming back out onto the field to play safety. Chapman's defense has played very, very well tonight. And they're going for the shoulder fake on the screen, and that one was batted down at the line. Could have been intercepted. It was definitely close, going into kind of a campfire of Panthers there. Falls to the turf. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So they went for that shoulder fake early. And I mean, they did have it open. I think the safety was going to be able to pick one of those routes up. But they were lucky that the Chapman was lucky that their defensive line was able to get in there and knock that one down. 2nd and 10. And Broome just looking for a more straightforward throw. And he's going to be sacked! Well behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 14. How many times have we said that today? Broome has all but lived in 3rd and long today. 3rd and 15. 3:20 left in the game. This is do or die territory for Broome now. They're going to run a play action fake, and this one is way out of reach of the receiver and the DB. He overthrew them both by about 5 yards. And it's going to set up a 4th down and 14 that Broome has to convert if they have a shot in this one. 3:14 left in the ball game. Panthers leading by 15. And Broome staring down a 4th and very long. And they've sent out the punting unit. So they're going to try and let their defense do the work. Hudson Moss, or no, that's not Hudson Moss. That is Parker Jolly back to return this one. And that punt does not get very far. Only out to the Broome 44. So now the Panthers, with 3 minutes and 7 seconds left, up 15 with possession of the ball, are going to have a chance to really start winding this clock down and putting this game away. You saw him moving with a lot of urgency on that last touchdown drive, but now I imagine, even though Broome does have 2 timeouts, they're probably going to start looking into slowing things down a little bit. And Parker Jolly checks out of the game. Here we go, 1st down, and this is just going to be a wildcat run for the receiver. That's Riley Staten, who steps out of bounds around the 36-yard line. It'll set up 2nd down and 3. Clock is stopped at 2:37. And this is going to be a screen out to number 14. That's Lance Simpson. Haven't called his name today. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up. And now the Panthers are starting to wind that clock. They're going to snap this with about probably 1:50 left. Under 2 minutes now. Oh, and they're going to snap it with 1:57 left. It's another run for Staten, and he's able to pick up a 1st down and gets it all the way to the 26-yard line. Chapman is looking like they want to score again. We'll bring up another 1st down. Clock will stop until the referees get the chain set, and there it is. Just over 1.5 minutes left in this one now. And they're going to hand this one off up the middle. That's Taylor Dunning. Had a really nice lane open up. And then great credit to that Broome safety to step right in front of him and make sure he didn't get any further. He's able to pick up the 1st down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Line to make is at the 5. Staten remains in at quarterback, and he's going to throw now. And that one is almost intercepted. I think there was a miscommunication between him and his receiver. So that's going to stop the clock with 53.7 seconds remaining. We'll see where the Panthers go from here. 2nd and 10. And it's just going to be a quarterback sweep by Staten, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they ruled him out of bounds. They do not. So the clock will continue to roll. It'll be 3rd down and 10. And this will more than likely be the last play of the game. Just over 30 seconds left now. Chapman has got this one in the bag. And Staten's going to keep this one looking for the end zone and can't get much further. Down to the 6-yard line. And that is probably going to do it. It'll be 4th down and 4, but no need to worry about running a play. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is your ball game. Chapman, after scoring 21 unanswered points following Broome's opening drive, takes home the hardware 21-6 over the Centurions. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This was a pretty fun ball game, even though it was a lot closer than the scoreboard indicates at times. Had a blast calling this one. Hope you guys had a blast watching. We will see you tomorrow from Chapman High School. They have got a game.